My name is Michael Sheridan. I'm the Secretary to the Scottish Law Agents Society. We're now at the 11th of April 2010 and looking forward to the adjourned special general meeting of the Society on Friday 16th April at the Sheraton Hotel, 10 o'clock in the morning in Edinburgh. The one thing that's clear is the vast majority, the overwhelming vast majority of Scottish solicitors who provide services to the public and who finance and participate in the guarantee fund and master policy of the profession, the vast majority of those solicitors are supportive of the SLAS motion to maintain the exclusion of external ownership of legal practices and therefore of the guarantee fund and the master policy. Now, given the vast majority of support for the motion, you may well wonder why the motion was not carried when the SGM was convened on 25th March. The reason for that is that once the proxies had been counted, once the debate had been heard, it was clear that the vast majority of support was going to carry the motion. And at that point, the President of the Law Society called for the adjournment of the meeting. Now, in terms of the Law Society Constitution, a motion to adjourn a general meeting is determined by the persons present in the hall and is not referable to the proxy votes. Now, at that meeting, we had the entire body of the Law Society Council, the Council of the Law Society, whereas most of our proxy supporters were, of course, busy in their offices working. As a result, the motion to adjourn the meeting was carried and the meeting was duly adjourned. Now, the meeting reconvenes this Friday. 3 practical points that you might wish to bear in mind if you're one of those solicitors who granted a proxy in favour of the SLAS motion. The first point is this: it is clear that the only way that the supporters of the SLAS motion can control the meeting is by being personally present. They've got to be a majority present as well as a majority of proxy voters. And for that reason, you might consider going along to the meeting on Friday. The second point, even more effective than attending the meeting in person, would be to arrange for a colleague to attend the meeting, a colleague who is supportive of the SLAS motion but who has not yet granted a proxy. Now, a colleague in that category would actually be worth 2 votes, because not only would he help us to control the floor voting at the general meeting, but he would also add to the overall majority in favour of the SLAS motion. So that's a practical point worth thinking about, whether you can arrange a colleague who has not yet granted a proxy to attend the meeting. Third practical point is probably the most important one. This motion is not a message being sent out to the Law Society of Scotland because it's a motion by the Law Society of Scotland. It's a message being sent out to the Scottish Parliament. It's a message being sent out to the Scottish public that elects that Parliament. And it's to tell that Parliament and it's to tell that public that the guarantee fund and the master policy and the legal profession are not up for ownership by outside bodies, and particularly not by venture capital. The louder and the clearer we make that message, the more likely it is to be attended to. And for that reason, for that most important reason, perhaps you will think about attending the meeting in person or arranging for a colleague to attend the meeting.